What we're trying to do here at the Tayshoff Center for our students is make employment an expected outcome of college. Our students are preparing for jobs in the real working world like any other student on campus, and we are trying to open the doors to opportunity for them to find something they're passionate about.
The biggest thing we get with the employees that come in with disabilities is the energy, the excitement, because they just want to work. They just need a job, and it's great to be able to provide that to them. Working with Colin, the morale has gone up. The teamwork's there, the guys are actually staying longer and working together.
Frankie's qualities are definitely friendly, hardworking. He exhibits a real interest in being involved. Sometimes students don't, they're just trying to put in their hours, but Frankie's really put effort into it, so it's been an enjoyable experience.
Everybody knows him. He's always willing to do whatever we ask of him.
Never wants to sit idle. She's always on time. She never calls in. She's always asking for more work when she runs out of work. She does a great job. Always looking for to be challenged.
I understand that a potential employer could be afraid because of the learning curve, because of the extra time, because of the extra money. How will probably the other staff members feel? And I think if you just take each of those points one by one, first of all, many employers don't realize that people with disabilities can have a job coach. So you're really getting 2 for 1. So that responsibility for the extra teaching and the learning curve does not become the business owners.
Typically what the job coach does is they help with any training the student needs, helping to relay feedback between the employer and the employee.
We hired Colin a year ago, and at first the job coach was with him the entire time. As we've gone along, after a few months, Colin got more comfortable with the job, more comfortable in what he needs to do. And from now, Austin probably spends 10% of his time working with Colin. For the most part, he's just checking up on him, kind of sitting in the background and letting Colin do his job and get it done right.
She did have some discomfort with some new tasks, but we were able to kind of work through those things, and given a little patience and time on both sides, she did great.
It's really just problem solving with each individual student to find out what their needs are, how we can best support them, and if they need any accommodations on the site.
Colin's job is to specifically go into our trucks, take a look at it, make sure that everything's accounted for, all items are there, and that makes sure that they're put in the areas that they belong.
Our old inventory, we kind of had it the way we thought was the best way to inventory, and then we were watching Colin kind of go in the front of the truck, to the back of the truck, to the side of the truck, and he made a suggestion and just asked if we could redo it based on everything in the front of the truck, in the middle where all the chemicals are, to the back where all the hoses are. And after doing it, we never realized that we weren't working efficiently enough. We thought it was great in our eyes and realized Colin doing it was so much faster.
When something doesn't make sense to him, he just comes into my office and he just asks me the question. So why is this? Well, I don't understand that. Why are we doing this? And, well, you're right, we should change that.
The benefit is going to be in the loyalty, in the dedication, less calling in sick, longevity in the position. So you may have to train more in the beginning, but you won't have to constantly repeat training, right? Because we know what's the biggest cost to an employer is turnover, right? So if you had a workforce where you had longevity, it's worth its weight in gold, and every employer knows that.
It's been a rewarding experience all the way around, and I think it's a great opportunity, and we absolutely would do it again.
Definitely worth the investment.
It actually has lightened things up a lot in our office, so it's been a good experience for us.
They're really invested in the work that they're doing. They want to work, they want to be there, they want to show you that they're capable of the job and that they can take on more responsibilities.
Hiring Colin's probably one of the best decisions we made.